let's just explore that section where you talk about all the visas, etc., the immigration part.
So immigration part is the most tough thing. I feel more than half of the students just give up based on immigration. They fly back to India or they move or migrate to other countries. So first we started like as a student, you start on F1 visa. It can be divided into two sections. One is a STEM section and one is a non-STEM. So on STEM section, you get after starting, you get 3 years to work as a student. But if you are non-STEM, it's one of the most tough journey where you just get 1 more year of work visa and you have to secure your H1B lottery within that 1 year. And now when I say H1B lottery, it's actually a lottery system. So there is a small cap where you have to earn over $65,000 to be eligible for H1B lottery. But then there are like 800,000 people who apply for it. Only 65 to 85,000 people get. So that's almost just 10% of people who actually get that lottery every year. So being a non-STEM, you just get one shot at that lottery. If you are not able to secure that lottery within one shot, you are out. You have to either move back to your country or migrate to some other country.
Okay.
Being a STEM graduate, you get three chances, 3 years. But again, because it's just 10% people who actually get lucky, and you actually go into the strain of people which goes on increasing, especially with the trend that a lot of people actually want to go out to US every day. So it just keeps increasing and increasing, and your percentage keeps shrinking down. So it's pure luck. There is nothing and no influence from no government or no company that can help you out there. It's pure luck.
Wow. So how does one keep staying in US if he's not lucky?
So, good one. There are few people who choose to stay in US with multiple ways. There are some loopholes, I would say. One is you start studying again. And while studying, there's something called Day 1 CPT. So there are a few universities which offer you that Day 1 CPT courses where you are again doing a double master's or a PhD. And you can keep working from day one on a CPT. So CPT is nothing but curriculum practical training. So as a student, you can work. And there are a lot of companies who help you do that. They also give you half or they also fully fund you as well sometimes. Depends on based on company to company. Then there are other ways where a lot of people move to different kind of visa categories. They will move out of the country if their company can offer them somewhere in Europe or somewhere in Canada. Come back to the country after a year on L1 visa, which is you cannot leave this company now. You have to stay with this company. And from L1, they put themselves on the green card track. Or else there is another one which is called an O1 visa, which is a scholar visa where you are very specialized in what you do. You have a lot of publications, a lot of citations. If you are able to prove it, then yes, you get an O1 visa and it's easier to get a green card from there.
Okay.
Rather than from H1B or L1.
Wow, that's a huge, complex topic that you covered pretty easily for the viewers. Thanks. Let's do some US versus India stuff. Is it easy to make real friends in US?
Not at all. It's really difficult. As you already mentioned that people tend to change in US. So you cannot build the same connection. Everything that you do, like in India, I go out with friends. I'm like, okay, it's fine, I'll pay up. No, it's in US, it's not always the same. Even if it's like $30, you are splitting the money all the time. So it's always a split wise that comes in the picture. People are more self-centric. They are more selfish, more greedy. But there will be a couple of friends that you will find throughout your journey where there is the same bond that you have in India. But you always stick to them then. You will never move away from them.
Okay, nice. That's again one tip on the reality of US. Okay, 3 things of US that you'd like to see in India.
Okay, 3 things of US that I like. First, a pay scale. I would really love to see the pay scale that US provides since back in India. Second,
hold on to that. Do you think people working in India also are hardworking, just like US, but they are not paid well?
I feel some of them are compensated well. I have recently come across salaries where they are compensated actually well. But I feel on an average, still people are not at par level where they can even survive on basic necessities in a city like Mumbai. I feel the pay scales need to rise a lot. Uh, Second thing is when I say pay scale, I just don't mention base salary. There are other components and variables. I have seen a lot of big companies in India as well. They don't give you stocks.
Yeah.
So that's a major factor because in the Bay Area or in the US, stocks is a big factor which can make you a big hit or a big miss. So people in US tend to negotiate more on stocks rather than base salary is what I have seen.
Okay.
Because stocks can, so a Tesla stock can be at $10, you get it, and it can hit $1,000 in 10 years.
And that's where you go.
It's a very big amount right away. Second, I would say is road infrastructure. I know India is growing a lot, but US has a lot of space as well, but their road infrastructure is too good. People follow the lane discipline. It's so easy to drive. It's not that congested driving which we drive, especially in Mumbai, where you're moving your Activa around through those small holes and everything. It's really tough.
How helpful is the Indian community in US?
Oh, very helpful. So, especially when I say I play sports, I play in cricket leagues, I specifically go to build my network around there. So even one of us in our teammates or in other teams, anybody gets laid off, everybody puts you on hand out. So they know that how difficult it is to survive without a job over there because of immigration issues, not because of the money issues, I would say. So it's really difficult and stressful when you are on just H1B visa or F1 visa to survive without a job because you have like 60 days, 90 days to get a job or else you have to go out of the country. So everybody in Indian community I've seen, everybody who works in whatever company they do, everybody offers a helping hand, starts helping you by referrals or putting out a word for you. There are a lot of things which even a new fresh grad like me won't know about California. Like, where should I go if I need to do my sewer pipe done? Who should I call? So those are small things, but since you do not have contacts and they might overcharge you, you can just tend to your Indian community on Facebook groups or WhatsApp groups and ask them, and it will just take few minutes for them to reply and give you a contact which is trustworthy and they have already tried.
Yes.
So that way I've seen Indian community being very helpful on those.
Yes. Exactly what I feel in Singapore. We also have a Indians in Singapore group for all these kind of issues, help, etc., etc. People just ping in there, and then there are like 50 people to help out. So kudos to our community being there, available for everyone always. In your recent visit to India, what are the changes that you see like are for the good, and you're really proud of the way it's growing?
Oh, I love the metro. It took its sweet time to build up, but it has removed a lot of traffic on the road at least. I'm seeing a lot of construction taking place around here. It's kind of itchy because Mumbai is still an island. So I'm just afraid how we are going to hold up on so much of construction. But it's really good that I see a lot of big high-rise buildings coming up here. It's really good to see that Mumbai as a big city is developing and it's proclaiming to its name of big city now in the world. The third thing I would say is, I think it's not a change, but the food over here. I still just want to mention that the food that you get here is never in comparison with anywhere in the world. So it's like, I love the concept of food truck being brought up in India, in Mumbai specifically. I've seen now food trucks are utilizing roads, but they are not even blocking the roads, which I specifically want to mention because when I went over to some food trucks, they're not blocking the road. They're coming in, parking on the sides ends of the road. It gives you a lot of space, makes sure the traffic is also flowing well. So I think in those scenarios, people are being considerate and are understanding by being educated about all these things. And Mumbai is growing a lot.
Are you able to use UPI?
In US?
Here?
Here, yeah. I have set up a Google Pay account where I can link my UPI here.
With your Indian number?
Indian number.
Okay. Because my number is switched to a Singapore number, I'm not able to use any of them. NRI problems.
No, yeah, I get your point. The first thing that I did when I came here was I set up my UPI with my Indian number.
Okay, cool. But that's a change which I observed. and everyone now observes me that this person is just dealing in cash. He's not using a QR code, and I'm getting a lot of flack for it.
Yeah.
But that's a problem that I face. But it's good to see, right? Everyone, even the smallest vendor, is also using that.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I should have mentioned this one as a development. Just completely forgot because I just
You're so used to it.
yeah, I'm just used to my phone's just tap system.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that is fun.